How you doing? One of many comedic quotes that I still use on a regular basis. Most of you knew immediately who says this and where the quote originated from, but for those of you who did not recognize it, listen close so that you know what TV show to binge watch next. Friends, the iconic American sitcom created by Marta Kaufman and David Crane that captivated audiences from around the world for a decade. Friends aired on NBC Network from 1994 to 2004 and won 6 Emmy Awards. Although the show discontinued 20 years ago, it remains a universal favorite for many, including me, that can still be watched on streaming networks and streaming platforms such as Netflix and HBO. It's no surprise what this show is about. If you didn't already know, I'm sure you could take an educated guess. It's about a group of friends. I'm not going to spoil the show for those of you who have not seen it, but instead let me highlight a couple of my favorite aspects of it: comedy and relativity. But first, let's cover the basics. Friends is about a tight-knit group of friends composed of 3 young men and 3 young women: Ross, Chandler, Joey, Monica, Rachel, and Phoebe. They all live in the busy city of Manhattan, New York, and their lives are intermingled with one another. They rely on each other throughout the show for support and encouragement during life trials and challenges, but they also provide one another purpose and happiness. Although it's a sitcom, if you decide to watch the show, be prepared for a roller coaster of emotions. The comedy is there, but so is drama, romance, and heartbreak. The show is filled with laughter and love. Now, the comedy of Friends. Who doesn't like to laugh? Personally, I found the show hysterical, but the best part is that there's comedy for everyone. If you like dry humor, there's plenty. If you're into dad jokes or one-liners, there's a ton. A lot of the humor comes from the mere ignorance and stupidity of the characters. It is impossible for you to watch the show to its entirety and not repeat some of the humor that you see or hear. I found myself laughing at silent scenes, only due to facial expressions or outrageous outfits that were presented. The comedy is so simple that almost any age can pick up on it. The comedy is very well rounded, and the show also features many well-known guest stars, such as Robin Williams, Brad Pitt, and Julia Roberts. The appearance of these familiar faces seem to draw in and loosen up the audience for a bigger and better laughter. Laughing out loud is a common reaction to many scenes throughout the show. My second favorite aspect of Friends is the relativity. Friends is one of the most relatable shows I have ever watched. Most everyone can relate to someone or some part of the show. Each character brings a unique personality to the table, and yet they all mesh perfectly together, really grasping the idea of how completely different people with contrasting backgrounds can complement one another. The show features ordinary people with ordinary problems, but it's more than just a show about a group of friends. It's about real-life scenarios, relationships, adulthood, and yes, friendship. On several occasions, I have related my own life to this show. The 6 main characters, who are all friends, navigate their lives together, sharing experiences and challenges, many of which young adults can relate to, such as finding a job or career, figuring out romance or love, and finding self-identity, and also sticking together when times get hard. The theme song for the show is literally titled, "I'll Be There For You." Well, that's about all I can say about this awesome show without spoiling the moments and jokes that need to be in the moment when watched. Like I have said, Friends is more than just a show about a group of friends. It really captures the struggles of everyday life, but puts a comedic spin on those ordinary problems. The comedy and relativity is what keeps the audience coming back for more. I'm not telling you to go watch Friends, but if you do, just know that it is very easy to get involved on an emotional state with these characters and really feel what they are going through. It's also easy to become hooked and want to watch episode after episode and season after season. You were warned. Thank you for listening.